Hey everybody, it's HaloMan27, and this is Kirby's Dream Collection for the Nintendo Wii. As you can see, it's a compilation of 6 Kirby games: Kirby's Dreamland 1, 2, 3, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby Superstar, and Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. I'm going to be playing through the entire collection. I'm also going to be doing like the challenge maps and stuff. I haven't really played this game very much. I've played 4 out of 6 games on it, though. So I've played Kirby's Dreamland, Kirby's Adventure, I've played the remake, Nightmare in Dreamland, Kirby 64, and Kirby Superstar I have played all of. So the other 2 Dreamland games I will be doing blind, but I don't imagine it'll be a big deal considering it is Kirby games, and Kirby games are, for the most part, really straightforward. So, let me just derp something here while this is loading. So there it is, Kirby's Dream Collection. I will be playing it with the clickety-clack Nintendo GameCube controller. And I'm going to be starting off with classic titles. There's challenge stages, like I said, and Kirby History, which we might get to later on. And as I stated, I will be starting with Kirby's Dreamland. I'll be playing through these games left to right, so now that you've seen that screen, you can basically tell when each thing's gonna happen. Don't know why that was open, but Kirby's Dreamland. Might as well start off. Stage 1, Green Greens. This is the first Kirby game ever. It was made for the Nintendo Game Boy, the old classic thing. And unlike newer style Kirby games, there's no copy abilities, so it's just sucking people in and then spitting them out, and nothing more than that. It's kind of an older game, and seeing as it's an older game, you can kind of feel the fact that it's older, because some things... Basically, there's more time between 2 actions in the old games, even if it's not so much response time because of, like, the newer console that it's playing on. There's just, like, a delay that you kind of have to wait between doing things. If you looked carefully at the box art, you may have noticed that Kirby was just like plain white instead of pink. That was a translation error. Fun fact. I'm sure most of you knew that already, but hey, might as well impart on you what little knowledge I have. I used to play this game a lot when I was a kid, but I haven't played it all that much. I played it once like 2 days ago or something like that. But aside from that, I haven't played it in like so many years. I was gonna say 7, but I have literally no basis to state that. So that would have just been a random guess and me pretending to know what I was talking about. What's in here? Aside from these guys. And I, for whatever reason, cannot remember like any names of any Kirby enemies ever. I also hate the telephone. The telephone is rather unpleasant, especially when stuff like this happens. What the dick? Get out of here. I also knocked over my phone stand. Totally worth! Not actually. That's one thing I need to start doing, is freaking getting rid of the phone before I start recording. I don't even answer it. There's no point in it being down here. Also, there's me taking my first hit. Dang. Distracted by phone. What's this? You might recognize him as Wispy Woods. He's the first boss of like every Kirby game pretty much. He's a classic enemy. He's one of the easiest bosses of like all time. So shouldn't be a big problem, hopefully. If I get hit, it's just gonna show how poor I am at this game. Let's see. Got him. And we dance! So good. This is actually the first time in a Let's Play I've come back to a video game series. My first Let's Play was a Kirby game. It was Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, which, like I mentioned before, I just ate that. That was a microphone. You don't want to eat that because it's actually something useful. Kirby's Adventure was... What was I... freaking words. My first Let's Play was Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, which, as I mentioned earlier, is a remake of Kirby's Adventure, which is actually the next game that I'll be going through. So, that's a fun fact. I don't know why I just tried to eat that, because now it's gonna chase me, and that's unpleasant. I don't want this! Oh well. You get what you pay for, I guess? I didn't really pay for anything. Where am I going? I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. Oh, hey. It's exactly where I wanted to go. Was that room just, like, infinite? Because I feel like I went way further to the right than I was supposed to, but it didn't even matter in the end. That guy, the Gordo, you don't want to get hit by them. They do, like, half your health. It's really inconvenient. If you've played any Kirby game ever, you probably recognize the, like, invincibility candy. It's pretty much the most useful item ever. And also, for whatever reason, even though it's being played on the Wii, this game likes getting slowdown, which is rather strange. Here's Lololo, and later we will see his female equivalent, La La La. I don't know if they're like siblings. And I also can't manage to get down there, which is kind of sad on my part. Well, all you have to do to this guy is just shoot him 3 times, and then he explodes and dies. It's a sad day for him. That's kind of brutal. Yay, I'm gonna kick boxes. No. Okay. Up here, if I can ever get up there, we have Spicy Curry, which you might recognize it from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This is pretty much where it's from. It, well, as you can see, makes you shoot fireballs by pressing the B button. I guess I didn't really go over any of the crap in this game that you can actually do. You can fly, you can spit out air to do damage to things. That's pretty much it, actually. Don't know why I would have really need to explain. Also, I think I may have just missed a 1-up by just going through that top door, but it really didn't matter. Here we have a boss. This is Lololo and La La La. La 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 being the one with the bow. They each take 3 hits to defeat. So, like, he's done. It's pretty easy. A lot of the bosses in this game are really easy. If you find yourself dying, it's probably because you, I don't know, just haven't played it, likely. Last time I played this, like a couple days ago, I got absolutely dominated by, like, every boss but Wispy Woods. Actually, that's not even true. Only, like, that one killed me, and the very last one killed me. It was kind of saddening. I died like a bajillion times in the last one. So hopefully I do a little bit better this time, unless you guys are sitting there like, yes! Inevitable failure! In which case, well, I don't know. There's a decent chance you'll get what you desire if you desire me failing hard at the last boss. But hopefully for me, that will not be the case. Also, I will, okay, get hit by everything is what I'm going to do, apparently. Here's the microphone, take 2, you spit it out, and then kill everything on screen. That's what I was trying to do last time, but rather than do that, I just kind of ate it. Delicious microphone? I don't know. Would a microphone be delicious? That's a question for people with comprehension levels beyond mine. I want to keep this box, though, because that guy is a jerk. He's not actually a jerk, but that coconut's a jerk. That coconut will just fall on your head if you're not expecting it. It's kind of a dick move. But then again, old games often will just throw, like, dick move things at you. It's kind of not very nice. I wonder if there's something right over here. Let's see. No, there is not. There aren't many hidden areas in Kirby, or maybe I'm just completely crazy, and I just don't know any of the hidden areas in Kirby's Dreamland, but I'm pretty sure there's not very many of them, because I imagine I likely would have found a couple of them by now, because I've played this game like a bajillion times. Also, I almost just killed myself to a Gordo. That would have been extremely tragic. Let's see if we can get through this game without dying. Unless I've already died, in which case, wow, I suck. I should be able to get through this game without dying. Maxim Tomato. That'll definitely help the cause. Drops to 1 health trying to get to the healing item. Almost dies. Whatever. This is a good old-fashioned water level. I'm sure you all noticed, seeing as it was called, like, Super Water World. The movie. No. That movie was kind of interesting, but not very good. Also, door. Oh hey, it's health and a 1-up. Those are 2 things that I enjoy. How many lives are there in this game? Like how many lives can you get to if you just play this game completely perfectly and get everything? Or do you get lives based on points and there's no real way to know because you can probably find somewhere or like anywhere to just kill infinite enemies? Okay, well, I'm sure my question has become irrelevant. Also, I didn't really mention Warp Star! That's what the star is called, in case you didn't know. I'm sure all these things are fairly commonly known. This is a new power. This lets us just fly constantly. Like, you don't even have to do anything to fly, and it also gives us the ability to shoot stuff similar to the spicy curry. And that's how we are going to try and take down this blimp. And he's going to ram us in the face to try and take us down. But none can stop the air blob that is Kirby. Kirby is the best! He's the best around. No one's ever gonna get him down, except for just now when he decided to just faceplant for no reason. Stage 4, Bubbly Clouds. What? Falls into a cloud, a million Kirbys fall out of the cloud. Woly balls! That is what I meant by Gordo's hurt. They do like 3 damage, and I was not pleased by this fact. These guys are kind of jerks. I can't remember their names, but they explode in this game. You might know them as jerks from other games, but in this game, they're just that much worse. I just got faced in the face. How tragic. Don't get hit by the Gordo this time, even though I'm just like tanking hits from other things. That's what I kind of meant by the response times. I tried to fly and just couldn't. Like, once I slid off the edge, there was just no hope for me. Because, like, I don't even know. Come on, man. You were doing so well. What happened? No! What happened? Come on. Like, every time you suck in air, you then cannot do anything for the next, like, 3 seconds. So it just has messed me over so many times. Like I said, those guys explode in this game. So, I'm talking about how they explode and then run into one as it explodes. Congratulations. I deserve a medal, probably. Like, my skill at this game is unmatched. Unparalleled. And get out of here, cannon. You don't even know what you're doing. Holy balls! What? Okay, well, we're done failing now, though, at least. I'm going to pretend. Holy balls. Everything with spikes does like a bajillion damage. And by a bajillion, I obviously mean 3. But 3 damage is a lot when you only have 6 health. Like, please do not harm... Do not give me bodily harm anymore. I don't desire for this to be a thing that happens. What happened? I was doing so well! All skill at game just decided to stop. How could this happen to me? Well, if you guys wanted failure at the last boss, I'm hoping not to have that, but I hope this will at least do. Holy man. And that guy almost hit me. I am just... Oh, hello, sub-boss. What would you like me me to have horribly happen. Have horribly happen? Consonants. Okay, Whiff King. Please do not kill me. I have 0 lives. I don't want a game over. Game overs are sadness. Seriously though, I'd like 6 lives. What did I do? I just like wombo combo killed myself, and now I'm just standing here with 2 health and 0 lives. Like guacamole. That doesn't even make sense. But I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it didn't even matter. Ooh. I want this though. And now we can shoot infinite fluff balls and destroy all of our enemies. And hopefully not die to Gordos, because Gordos make sadness, and sadness is not cool. There's also a Maxim tomato there. It's super sneaky hidden ninja. But if you know where it is, it's really not that bad. Also, over there, there's nothing, but here's spikes! And I don't want to die to spikes. Hello! I will freaking fly into you, though. Spicy curry! Let's go, fireball power! Come on. Destroy all the blocks. All the blocks! I don't know why they felt the need to have that be there. Also, right here, totally made use of the very last second of that. You want to go all the way up past the door and to this moon, and then you can go in here and you will start falling down. And whilst you are falling down, there will be fun time things that appear, including, but not limited to, Maxim tomatoes and 1-ups. And they are very useful to you. And I did not get that 1-up, even though I knew it was on the right-hand side. But I'm at full health and I'm at the boss. That area that I just saw, not to spoil anything about the next Kirby game, but that area comes back in Kirby's Adventure. And that was the very last secret in that game that I found. It took me forever, because I totally did not remember this game whatsoever at the time. So I just could not find... I couldn't figure out that you had to go into the moon for the life of me, and I don't think I ever bothered to just fly up past the door. And it's kind of disappointing in hindsight, because obviously now it's like super obvious to me. Because I've seen it done, and done it seen like a million times. I've seen it done and done it seen? What? But there it is, that's stage 4. We beat Cloud Man. I think his name is Krako, actually? Mount DDD. Hopefully we redeem ourselves here, because we definitely need redemption after all that crap I just put you through in stage 4. That did not go my way in the slightest. But, as you can see, King DDD, and now we are in his domain. Now, if you can guess from the pictures on the door, we will actually be revisiting the 4 areas we just went through. And hopefully, we will, see what we can do here. But it's rather obvious. Don't run into that Gordo. That Gordo will kill you instantly. But if you pick up the Kirby, the Gordo will be destroyed. And you will be able to press onwards and fight Wispy Woods again. Because this is a rematch that had to happen. He needs his revenge. And he knows he's going to get you this time. Fear him and his wrath of smoke breath that never hits anyone unless they, like, run way back here and stand there and be like, hit me! Stage 2! As you can see, and as I mentioned, Wispy Woods is just not a threat, really. You want to fly over here. Here's the Kirby. Here's the exit. But I want to quickly check down here. Nope, definitely don't want to. I think I'm just crazy. I thought for some reason there was like a 1-up. Maybe there is, and I just couldn't remember for the life of me. But either way. Let's kill these guys without screwing up. I forgot to mention that while you have something sucked in, you can in fact hold down and then drop down the ledge. I did not expect you to be able to do this when I was playing it originally, because pressing down usually, like, swallows things. Oh, wow, I should have just shot him, and he would have died, and I would have been happy mode, and wow, I got hit there. Makes me sad. But that's okay, because they're not really that challenging. But we did take 2 damage, so I guess maybe I can't really talk, because they did do 2 damage. Obviously. Oh, balls! Or should I say, oh, beams! That didn't even make sense. Like, that wasn't even an effort to make that make sense. It just straight up was like, oh, I'm just gonna say this. Because it's a thing that is getting said by me right now. I don't even know. I don't even know. But, blimp! I challenge you to a do-do-do-do-do! I don't know why the blimp just has so much more health than everything else, because, like... Actually, I guess that's only sort of true. But it's like, pretty much everything we fought so far is just like, hey, I have 6 health, and the blimp's like, you know, I'm just gonna take a bajillion hits. And that's just kind of different, for no reason. And I definitely got hit, and that brings me to 1 health, and I have 1 health and 1 life. This is not what I wanted. Holy man! I thought I was about to die. I was so much worried just now. Oh, then again, this guy's gonna kill me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But at least I'm at him, so, like, come at me, Kracko. Come at me. Actually, don't come at me. Just drop enemies and never do that move! Oh. Now I have to re-enter this area and worry myself again. I only have 0 lives left. What happens if I get a game over? I actually know what happens if I get a game over, but I still don't want it to happen to me. Sup, Kracko? I have returned. If you just stand in, like, the corner, I'm pretty sure they can't actually hit you. Well, that's not cool. Well, that guy can. Freaking, I just stand there, and it's like, oh, the laser beam. Also, freaking, if you press up, you start flying instantly. Really inconvenient. Wow, Kracko, send out some stupid guys. Thank you. Like, I hate when bosses do this, when they just kind of sit there and don't ever give you a chance to attack them. Especially bosses that you have to wait for them to do certain moves before you can actually do anything to them. It's like, obviously later on games, you can have powers and stuff, so you don't have to always wait for the boss. But since there's no copy abilities in this game, you're always waiting for the boss to actually be able to do damage to the boss. So he could just go back and forth and just laser beam over and over, and you would just never have a chance to hit him. And then he swoops under the shot that would have killed him. That's depressing. Then he hits me 1 more time! Are you joking me? But either way, only have 3 health. Gonna try to fight King Dedede. He's got like 10 health. The Battle of Titans. And, well, that's an example of the stupid delay time that doesn't let you do anything. Because I sucked them in and then just had to wait and couldn't actually do anything to him. See, it's flawed, because you have so little time to get the star, but then you have to shoot it at him before you can actually dodge his ability. So he just, like, eats you. Kinda sucks. But whatever. Old games are old games. They had flaws. That's just how it is. There's no way around it. You just kind of have to deal and hopefully not get eaten by King Dedede. Or he'll just keep face planting every half a second. Do something else! Well, I guess that's something else. But allow me to do damage to you. Someday. Not what I expected. No, don't eat me. Okay. Kind of, like, really annoying sometimes. And when he's running without his hammer out, you know he's going to try and just do an attack that you won't get a star from. So you basically have no reason to stick around there. Also, if you're in the air above him, sometimes he'll jump up with his hammer. And that's rather inconvenient because he doesn't actually make a star up here. Like I said, when he runs with his... Oh, boy! I thought I totally dodged that, but I did not. Come on. Come on. He's only got 3 health left. Only 3 health. Come on, we got this. Do not get fooled by his schemes and trickery. I must run. I must flee. This cannot be a game over time. There will be no game over town today. Do not eat me. I do not want to be eat. Well, Kirby wants eat to happen, but he doesn't want to be eat. Be eat? What am I doing? What am I talking about? That's not a verb. Well, yes it is. Eat is a verb? What am I talking about? Come on, Hammerman. Get out of here! That's how you do it. King DDD ain't got nothing. Take him down like a champion. Oh, I was a little worried for a second there, not gonna lie. If you do get a game over, literally nothing bad happens. It just puts you back outside the painting. Then you just have to fight him again. It's the same as if you die. Except getting a game over brings you back up to 5 lives. You don't have to refight, like, the other bosses or anything. Then Kirby turns into a blimp. And just, like, flies away with DDD's castle. Like, what? It makes, like, no sense. Now that I've never even bothered to, like, look at that and be like, you know, that's weird. Like, literally, until just now. The thought never even crossed my mind. Like, what? That's so... It makes so little sense. But that's okay. That's Kirby's... That's not Kirby's Adventure. That's Kirby's Dreamland for you. That's the first of the 6 games. It's also the shortest of the 6 games, seeing as it was the original Kirby game. As you could, like, relate it to Mario, how the first one was probably the shortest. Aw, Kirby's Dreamland, presented by... HAL Laboratory Incorporated and Nintendo. Thank you for playing, and thank you guys for watching. This has been Haloman 27. This is episode 1 of Kirby's Dream Collection. Definitely more to come. Randomly bananas and all sorts of food. And was that the purpose of... Bye-bye, Kirby! The purpose of this game was to just spread food everywhere? You know, it's really not explained. Old games often are not explained. Extra game is basically just a hard mode, in case you are wondering. You press up A and select, which select is Z on the GameCube controller, or some other button on the Wii remote. But then DD gets all mad because you totally just stole all his food, and he runs away crying. But LRAB start. Select, and we are back to the main menu. The extra mode is nothing more than just a hard mode, so I'm not going to be covering that. But I guess that about wraps it up for this episode. So this has been Haloman 27. In the next episode, we'll try to start taking on Kirby's Adventure. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, everybody.